This is one of the reasons why you should love literally reggae music, because it teaches us our history, what the colonialists literally did. And if you look at actually majority of the past or the old reggae music, and I'm talking about old reggae music, that is basically the message they were passing. Our colonization literally affected Africans, what was left behind. You can hear him speaking about where there were no schools built, there were no hospitals built, but prisons in bunch of them. And that is basically what we were discussing yesterday when we saw Ibrahim Traore trying to bring a different vision or version of prisons and how the prisoners should be handled, and it literally also reducing literally also the terms of them serving in jail. So shout out to Ibrahim Traore. But karibuni sana, this is the Pan African Bliss Show. My name is Joby. To everyone live with us on Rumble, everyone live with us on BitChute, everyone on the network, everyone on the radio station. Hope you guys are doing amazing this wonderful Wednesday. Hope your week is great so far, so good. And of course, today in general, we shall be talking about Africa having the ability to save themselves, or having the ability to save itself if only given the right information. And with that, we shall be talking about literally one of the amazing doctors, an amazing lady. Her name is Dr. Hadiyah Green, and she's the first doctor to cure cancer. Ain't sure if I really shared this kind of related to the first, I think, TB. I think there's a time last year I talked about the TB, the first doctor who cured TB without all these synthetic drugs. I also did share another video, I think last year, of also how cancer is curable, and where we've seen most of the people also getting help in counties like here in Rongai, and literally using no synthetic drugs, no chemotherapy, no radiotherapy, but literally organic, original supplements coming from literally the earth itself. So that is what we shall be talking about today. I'll be sharing that particular video coming from this amazing lady as she tells us how she got this particular cancer cure, and she speaks about how she came up with this and had to go do more research on how she can help most of the people, because she saw two of her family members experiencing and undergoing through cancer. And let me tell you, as I was listening to this, I was saying, like, literally this is the most touching, I think, conversation when it comes to also me myself, because I've seen the process and the procedure of where, or our cancer patient, literally from being a healthy person to literally becoming a dying person. And it's when you're given the hope of you're gonna become okay, and you're not gonna be okay. And it's crazy, even when they tell you that you are cancer free, and then 2 years or 3 years later, then it comes back and you end up being dead. I'll be discussing much more on that. But along the conversation of today, we shall also talk about, of course, the Chinese nationals who have been caught in Kenya. This is a month ago, in illegal mining. And this is actually coming from one of our county governments who has been serving actually in Mombasa County. And the question is, it's crazy to see that you, as a former governor, you're the one actually talking about illegal mining. And of course, currently is the cabinet secretary of also mining. So I understand he's trying to do his job, but this is something that has been going on in our country for so long. When you are a governor, this was also still happening, because if I look at the previous videos among what I'll be sharing, this is something that has been happening in our countries, not just Kenya. I've been talking about illegal mining, which is very active in every African country. Is anything being done, or is it actually supporting majority of these politicians? That is basically what is being done, but supporting and run by majority of these politicians or cartels, however you'd love to actually call them. And of course, with that along it, I'll remember or share a video where we also saw some Chinese nationals a month ago being caught also in South Kivu, that is in DRC Congo, but they were let to walk scot-free, literally just paid some cash, cash bail, and that's it. So for how long are we going to keep on tolerating this bullshit of where people can just walk scot-free because they have the ability to bail themselves out? Well, our African people are literally getting zero pennies out of what they really do the most. But that is what basically we shall be discussing about. So karibuni sana once again to everyone live with us on YouTube, everyone on BitChute, everyone with us on the network, everyone on the radio station, and of course to those who shall be catching this on a replay. Like I said, I began with that amazing jam, and I'll be sharing. I want to play one more jam again by Lucky Dube, since Keith is in the building, as a matter of fact. Lucky Dube speaks about revolution. Okay, when you listen to
Who was that?
Lucky Dube,
Oh no.
of course, you are supposed to say hell no. I didn't expect any good answer from you,
Hey,
but When you listen to old music, that is old reggae to be specific. If you ask majority of the people, it spoke nothing but revolution.
Yeah,
It speaks
he's
about.
Jamaican. Yeah, he's Jamaican. I don't know why Shamani think he's South African through this
I
Jamaican.
I'm not sure, but I'm gonna check into his details just right now after this short musical break. But this is him talking about back. You gotta love Lucky Dube. You gotta love Jamaican music, man. I was telling a friend earlier today, like Kenya is so rooted to. It's crazy how we're so rooted and so connected to Jamaican music. But again, understanding we're one people, but just looking at Kenya itself, I don't know about other African countries, but Kenya, what? We rock. We love Jamaican music, and that's just on period. That's why actually,
Well, obviously South Africans do too. You got Lucky Dube, South Africans singing Jamaican music.
yeah, that's why we literally have so many Jamaicans who feel so good when they come to perform in Kenya. As much as, of course, our event organizers don't do the best work, but they really love Kenya. But as we get started, my quote of the
I don't
day:
know. That Jamaican lady didn't do no long singing.
it was
Shout
not
out to
her
the Kenyans.
fault.
Shout out to
It
the
was not
Kenyans that went after her ass.
It
Huh?
was not our fault. It was never our fault. Shinsia was
Okay.
never. That was never
All
our
right.
fault. I'm a big
All
fan
right.
of Shinsia
All
personally.
right. Where
I,
the
I
Kenyans came at? See some Kenyans on TikTok talking shit. I told you don't bring this lady here. She doesn't like Kenyans. I'm like what?
TikTokers
That,
ain't telling me shit, okay? You just
I
there
know.
to look at numbers. Listen, TikTokers, majority of them won't tell me shit. You there looking for just numbers because a
I
topic
know.
is trending.
I know. I know, Joe.
You know, when it comes to you looking at the real facts of what really caused the event to be fumbled, it's our
Yeah.
security. There's no way, kid. Are you gonna perform in a place where there's tear gas being thrown? Are you
Oh
gonna
hell
perform?
no.
Of
No, of
course,
course not.
you're gonna run for your safety because let's say you had your fans who, of course, paid for
Oh,
for this
oh,
event.
they didn't say that. No one of the TikTokers didn't say nothing about no tear gas and shit.
You see, exactly, because that's what happened. We had people who stormed the event. They had not paid. They had not paid for the ticket, but want to be in the event for free. So that's why the police then
Oh,
tear
no
gas.
wonder.
Yeah, the police threw tear gas because some people wanted to be in the event and literally, you know, just went forcefully.
Yeah, yeah. I was joking 'cause they did all kind of superficial shit. You know, she didn't want to eat any ugali. She didn't try. That's her choice. What are you talking about? She only ate the KFC. That's her choice. What are you talking about? Sounds stupid.
Exactly. Very dumb. Like what you're talking about. But my quote of today is a revolutionary quote coming from Fred Hampton. And it says, we got to face some facts. And that the masses are poor, that the masses belong to what you call the lower class. And when I talk about the masses, I'm talking about the white masses. I'm talking about the black masses and the brown masses and the yellow masses too. We've got to face the fact that some people say you fight you fight fire best with fire, but we say you put fire out best with water. We say you don't fight racism with racism. We're gonna fight racism with solidarity. We say you don't fight capitalism with no black capitalism. You fight capitalism with socialism. I don't know how many of you are getting that, but that is my quote of the day. I don't know how to translate that literally, but that's my quote.
They translated Joey when we seen the movie when they put a bullet in his head. Remember? That's how they translate. That's how they translated that Joey when he was 20 years old. That was that shit called something. Judas and the Messiah, whatever the movie's called. We watched with Fred Hampton. You know how you stop that? They put a bullet in his head at 21 to 20 years old. That's what you do to that.
No fighting for no capital, no fighting for nothing. But if united, we can. That is basically even our topic for today. If united Africans, we can do a lot of things if we're given the right information.
Yep, sure can.
If we can be intentional and try to get the right information, we can
Man,
become the
did
people.
you see that video I sent you with Ibram Torre now asking for they're doing a united passport in Africa?
Of
It
course,
is a it is
they,
amazing. And he
they
wants
won't.
to huh?
They won't understand our African purpose.
I
That's
don't
not what
that
we want.
I don't know they're already doing it. He puts who cares the puppets are gonna be gone, Joe. It's just too much change. They're gonna have to kill this man. This shit he doing is just amazing. They're like this shit is amazing. He's talking
exactly.
about making one currency. They showed up making one currency. He said we're gonna get rid of these borders. They gonna they gonna try to man. They gonna try to blow his ass. Wherever he at, they gonna try to blow his ass up. He'll be in some buildings. The buildings gonna get blown up. Something crackers gonna come. There's no way they're gonna. Man, this is amazing.
It, it
And I
is.
said, yeah,
Thanks to that.
and shout to him. He just bought 1,500 brand new buses for the country so they can have cheap, affordable
Transportation.
transportation.
Exactly.
But God damn, this guy's good. Without the IMF, without the World Bank, because he's not
Mm-hmm.
stealing the money. And I want to be the big head nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Exactly. My shout out to him. He's doing amazing. I'll be sharing the rest of those two videos towards the end of the
Good.
show. But as we
Good.
get started with today's conversation, of course, I want to start with what is happening in our very own country. And this is the 254. And this is coming from our former governor of Mombasa County, who did zero work, nothing to the people of Mombasa. If you look at actually the Mombasa people, and I'm talking about zero work, is majority of the youth are so much involved in drugs. Something we were discussing on Monday when we looked at
Mombasa people.
that
You mean the
Indian
Kenyans, Joby? You mean the
when you look
Kenyans, Joby? Mombasa people.
Mombasa, the
You you
Kenya,
mean you mean you
Mombasa.
mean, you mean the Kenyan people, Joby?
Yeah, but see the counties of Mombasa, that is
All
Mombasa
right.
County. Yeah.
All right,
There's
Joby.
a time Mombasa people literally were saying Mombasa is not Kenya. I
I
don't know if
know.
you remember that.
I
Or
do. Yeah, yeah. Because of all this tribal nonsense, it's
Mhm.
crazy. You
They
got
were
each
trying
other.
to divide it. They were trying to
Yeah.
divide us, like trying to make it now a whole other different, thing. It's crazy. But
Hmm.
this is a governor who has served, of course, in that particular country. And if you look at the county itself is literally very, I'd say,
Impoverished.
yeah, and impoverished, bombarded, if I'm using the right term, with drugs. That is the same
Hmm.
county where we saw Demore sharing the documentary was sharing, and of course the show
Yeah.
taking down, where we've seen the politicians shipping of course that is where we have our main port, shipping all the drugs, and which has affected so many youths. We've seen, of course, this sleeping where you'd sleep by, you're standing but you're sleeping, like, you're, I don't know, just bended down and you're sleeping because of those drugs they take. And the question is, what has he done to help those kind of people? There's nothing. And that's the same thing we're talking about on Monday. This drug addiction has become so much in Africa, but there's not even facilities that have been created to even help those who are this much affected.
Of course
In
not. Of course not, Joe. Because you haven't created a hospital just for regular people yet, to let alone drug addicts.
Exactly. We're about to get into that. We even talk about
Okay.
that. The
Okay. Okay. Okay.
get into that. That's a whole other different thing going on right now in Kenya. Lots of patients are about to die. We're supposed to be expecting literally, probably mothers, so many young children, many sick people who are going to be confirmed dead because of lack of literally medical services, because of our system not running correctly. But going back to Mombasa, we've seen, of course, how the lives of the youth majority is affected. The governor we're talking about, his name is Joho. What is his name? The other name, Shmani. Joho anaitwaje? The second name, Joho who? Joho. Hassan Joho. Yeah, his name, Hassan Joho. So he used to be the county governor, of course, of Mombasa. And there's nothing, no development in Mombasa that you can see. I've been in Mombasa a couple of times, of course, personally, apart from the last trip we've been there. I've gone to the slums themselves. The slums. We're talking about the slums. They look really shitty. People are really drug addicts over there. But this is a month ago. So this man was appointed as the cabinet secretary
Well, hold
of.
on, Joby. Hold on, Joby. Let's put this in context. Let's say,
Mm,
family, these slums all throughout Africa
mhm,
are a condition of colonialism. It
mhm.
is the stealing of African people's wealth. We're gonna do this tonight on tonight's show. I'm gonna show a couple of videos on tonight's show to make it a white man. We're gonna show this. Understand, Africa has never been poor. Africa's not poor. Europeans are stealing the wealth out of Africa, and the bootlicks, these retarded ass men have helped them, so they get a little bit of chai, and that's why the desperation causes drug abuse. desperation, guys, because you're put in poverty. Africa was never poor. Ain't it funny? Why Africa never had no drug problems 200 years ago? They still had drugs because the Chinese were all on dope 200 years ago because the British put them on it. British were running around the world putting everybody on dope and shit. They didn't have control of Africa yet. There was no drug abuse in Africa. Now drugs are used all throughout Africa because of the system that's been forced on Africa. European savagery is why you find this shit happening. There's savagery. It's why Africa is now in a state of drug use and then all this other crazy stuff. But go ahead, Joe Bill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is true. So let me share this very quickly. And of course, it's on purpose. I always love going back to, I don't remember, was it the movie or a documentary? A certain documentary or movie we were watching sometime 2 years ago of how they destroyed the black community in America. I can't, I always don't
Oh,
remember the
that oh
particular
that was
documentary.
just the well, there's a documentary about when they pulled in. Yeah, so that was a documentary. Also, they made movies about how they purposely put drugs into the black. This is what they do. So how the CIA purposely, that was the movie we watched, Joe. It's called they showed. We also did the documentary how they killed the white man for telling the truth about. Remember, he was supposed to commit Gary Webb. He committed suicide, Joby, by 2 bullets to the back of his head. You know,
Allegedly.
that's it. Well, we know you can't shoot yourself in the back of the head twice, Joby. That's how they do it to make it funny. Yeah, we call it a suicide. We know we killed his ass. So he undercover. He overturned that the CIA was flooding the American black community with drugs to wipe our ass out and to make money for their secret programs around the world. Because of
Mm-hmm.
course drugs cost money. So they would do a 2 for 1, wipe out the black community and make the money to fund the black object ops projects throughout the world. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but this is global. This is global.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it is global, literally on purpose. I don't know which I was to refer also to something else. I think we're discussing. I'll remember it, then also refer back to it. But let me share this very quickly, and then share what the county governor of that particular county was saying, which, like I said, is one among the appointed cabinet secretary who are in favor, working in favor of Ruto. Ruto, okay, not in favor of Kenyans. He's working in favor of Ruto because remember Ruto when Kenyans said, "Oh, we don't need these cabinet secretaries. We need newly appointed people." Ruto
Mm-hmm.
literally played the fool out of us and went
Yeah,
chose the
and
people
and, and,
in
and,
power on
and brought
purpose.
everybody back. Yeah.
Exactly. People have done nothing for their people back then, brought them back, still in power.
Three Chinese
This is what is happening. This guy actually has 0 degree in mining, but is the cabinet secretary of of
Man,
handling mining.
this,
Okay,
this called this called
knows nothing.
nepotism, guys. This how Africa's barely is always mismanaged. This is nepotism because they
Mm-hmm.
got corrupt, inefficient morons in positions of power to
Mm-hmm.
make sure they solidify their own power. So this is nepotism, but Africa doesn't work. You got a bunch of
Yep.
morons running governments. They're idiots, and that's it's not me being disrespectful. These are facts. Why Joby shows me bridges to nowhere. What is
Mm.
that? That's a bridge that costs some kind of billions. I'm like, what?
Yep. Yep.
nationals, along with one Kenyan citizen, have been arrested. According to reports, the three Chinese nationals and the Kenyan citizen were arrested
Always.
with illegal minerals such as
Look at
copper,
this.
lead, zinc, and iron, among
Oh,
And
pause
for
it, pause it, pause it, pause it, pause it, pause it. Kenya's not supposed to have these minerals, they said, but I told you they were there. I told you
exactly.
it's all in the national parks and shit the white man made in Kenya. Everybody made these fake national parks and one takes control of your parks and all this other shit because that's where the minerals are at. And ain't this funny? The Chinese are everywhere in Africa, everywhere. Ghana, Kenya, Guinea Faso, fucking Congo, Namibia, Zimbabwe, South Africa, everywhere these fucking Chinese are in Africa illegal mining. They're making millions of dollars while Africans are in poverty. And
Mm-hmm.
it's always some moronic ass nigga facilitating because I want my little bit of chai too because I'm a fucking moron. Go ahead, Joe.
And it's crazy because remember me saying I was so scared of them getting into our Ukambani County. Sorry to say that, but literally, I was so scared because I know personally I've grown up there and I've seen. I think being young and not understanding these were minerals, I've seen some really amazing stones. There's some amazing stones you find in the sides of where my mom is born in the village, like these stones that they go literally go looking for. We have the fire stones. We have some just very unique stones, very very unique stones. And I remember me saying this I think 2 weeks ago. I'm so
Whoa,
scared.
whoa, whoa! Come on, I'm sorry, Joe. I mean, you saying that Mexicans in Ghana? Get out of here, General Mosquito. Better get their ass out of there. But go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, so apparently they're already there, and that's why they found the coltan. I didn't know actually we had coltan in Ukambani,
I
but we
told
do
you you
have.
had. I told you
Yeah.
Kenyans got coltan. You
Mhm.
right next to DRC. You think that they just stopped and did you one country? There's one country between you and DRC. That's Uganda. You're right next to Congo. So the
Mhm.
same shit that's in the Congo is gonna be the same shit that's in Kenya. You
Mhm.
just been told it ain't there, so white people just been stealing it easily. You just don't know
Mhm.
it's there. You think it just stopped at the fake border that they made? All that shit that's in Congo is in Kenya.
Mhm.
Other minerals. The four were accused of operating illegal mining activities in Kitu, Migori, and Imbu counties.
Kitui, not Kitui, Kitui.
They were arrested during
Well,
an
she's an
operation by the
Ethiopian, Joe, but she's
DCI
not
in
Kenyan.
conjunction
She's doing her best, Joe. She's
with
Ethiopian.
the mining
She
police unit. They
forgive her, Joby, with the pronunciation, please. Good girl.
Yeah, I do like John Mosquito should.
were accused of dealing with at least 10 minerals worth millions of shillings. And during this
Of
operation,
course, it was
copper, zinc, lead,
millions.
and iron worth 200 million shillings were among the minerals that were found. According to the DCI, these minerals were illegally mined and were being moved illegally. Watch
And
this
this
clip.
one,
We'll
the
come back.
Chinese are not your
Raids
friends.
against suspected illegal activities in the mining sector conducted in Athi River, Mlolongo and South Sea that involved a multi-agency team from the Directorate of Criminal Investigations and the mine.
Even this, these are big business. These stones, people don't
Of
really.
course,
Oh my
Joe.
God.
They don't. That's what. That's why you keep the Africans stupid. So I keep stealing
Mm-hmm.
from his dumb ass. He doesn't know
Mm-hmm.
what things are worth. Keep him a moron. That's how rich Africa is, Joe. Everybody knows Africa's rich, but the African. Keep him dumb. Keep him stupid. And also, shout out to Ibn Torre. Also, all schools in Burkina Faso, like everywhere else, are now free. The government will fund. There will be no more school fees ever.
Period. Man, I'm going to Burkina Faso. I changed my mind now.
Mining police unit.
But we're
More
gonna
than
go and
10
check it out
different
at least, Joe. I'm
minerals
gonna
with
send you guys over to check it out at least.
Period.
Gotta go.
Yeah.
an estimated value exceeding 200 million Kenya shillings were seized.
Illegal mining is not only a Kenyan issue, it's happening across Africa, and
Exactly.
people are pushing back because it is taking away money from them. And
Take
it's
away
not
their
only
wealth.
taking away money from them, it's taking away their minerals, their resources. If they were not going to sell it today, if they're not going to explore it today, the people would have benefited from it tomorrow. So they're not only taking money from them today, but they're also stealing from the future of the population of that country that they're
Exactly.
mining
That's why,
illegally from.
that's why
And
Africa's under assault because Africa's the richest continent on the planet. But people find that's why it's under assault. That's why Africans are impoverished.
Mm-hmm.
a lot for you to find how many stories come out of within just Kenya. For example, if you Google Chinese nationals arrested for illegal mining, you will
Everywhere.
find stories.
Everywhere, exactly. And I just paused on that. I don't even want to finish. This just took me when
Mm.
she said that. I went to another video. This just took this a month ago. We saw in South Kivu some Chinese nationals being arrested. And
That's
what
the
did they do?
Congo.
I even talked about even their facial expression. They know there's nowhere they're gonna be taken. Like it's just
Exactly, because
in
they know Africa's lawless. They know Africa's sucking Chinese dick, and they're not going to do anything because these Africans are cowards, and they're not, and the African man has not got control of Africa. Until you get a military, you're supposed to lock these motherfuckers up for life. If you go to China do this, they locking your ass up for life, or you get a bullet in your head. You
Or you
understand
get
that?
or you get eaten. Can we eat this nigga?
Yeah, you getting a bullet in the head. That's what you getting in China. So you deserve to get the same thing in Africa. That's what you
It
better start doing.
it reminds me of that. I just met that a certain video today in the morning of
Huh?
is it called the delectable? Is it delectable
Oh,
nigger?
delectable Negro when they was eating us the cookbook how to eat a nigga. Yeah. So,
Then so when I was doing the research early in the morning about this, then I'm looking at the Chinese. I'm like, yeah, if Africans did this, it's either you're gonna say like during the pandemic, we gotta eat that nigger in the top
oh,
house.
oh yeah, that the African that was there. He didn't know he spoke Chinese. They say, hey, we gotta. This how African people. You don't know these people. I keep telling you, know Caucasian. You being a docile moron. You don't know Caucasians. You don't know Asians. During the pandemic, they were gonna eat these Africans in their building. They said, "Well, we can eat the nigga up on the fifth floor." And he didn't know he was in. They said, "Please don't eat me." You speak Chinese? They they're plotting to eat his ass.
Imagine,
And that's
crazy.
not a comedy skit. That's for real.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So this is Amantha Go. I remember me reporting this, but just for quick references, that this is going across Africa, and it's not the first report, not the second report, not the third, nor is it the 10th,
Remember,
not the 100th.
remember the portrait show with them in Ghana, legal mining the Ghanaians start whipping their ass. That was in Ghana. Remember, we showed that there was illegal mining, fucking up the water,
Mm-hmm.
tearing up shit. That's there. All
Mm-hmm.
of that. Africa is rich.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm gonna share. So after all this, I'm gonna share now the video I shared last month, as well, where we saw the Chinese nationals pointing a gun on a man who was asking for his wages in these illegal minings. And then you just ask yourself, you as an African person, man, and that's so this goes back to our African people. This is why I talk about critical thinking. How do you keep on serving and keep on being a bootlick to someone who treats you like shit? That's the
Exactly,
question.
Joby.
Personally,
That's called it's called the mindset, Joby. Colonialism destroyed the African mind, and you've been educated to be a servant, to be humble and docile. It's
and
the same.
I
Hold on, Joby.
understand.
Hold on, Joby. Let me draw a parallel. Okay, I'm about to let's speak. Let me draw a parallel. It's the same thing because they expect you to be that way. That's why I go back. I had that video again, and you guys in that house. I found that video again. You guys at that house in Tanzania,
Yes.
and so you guys, they expected you guys to be docile and weak, and they were surprised when you wasn't. You wasn't gonna be mistreated.
Mhm.
So go ahead,
Mhm.
Joe.
So what I'm trying to say is, as much as I understand the colonial mindset, and I have a video to share also on that, something we were talking about last week, where Black people have embraced also poverty because of the colonial
Yes,
effects,
because
to
of
the
the
point
religion.
it's now part of their daily lifestyles, and not just actually,
Exactly.
it's become that bad. But I go back to again critical thinking, because personally, as much as of course I've had the colonial effect, some of the things I was taught they were lies and all that, I've had the
Of
ability
course.
of understanding, hey, you're not gonna treat me like shit and you expect me to stay here.
There you
I'm
go.
gonna
Of
walk
course.
out. I deserve to be treated better. And if you can't see me, my the
But
value I'm bringing to you,
but
you I'm
but
gonna walk
Joby,
out.
Joby, what kind of witchcraft did you bring to Africans when they live on the richest continent on the planet, and now they accept poverty? What kind of witchcraft is that?
Ask Joshua Maponga, because that's what he was also asking.
Yeah.
Joshua Maponga also say the same. Everything,
Oh, he did. Okay. Yeah.
yeah. He said majority of the things we find even today, Africans, trying to go back to our ancestral ways of living. It's now considered witchcraft. If you
Yeah.
try,
You can say witchcraft and evil and all that. How the fuck was the most peaceful, loving people ever evil?
it's
It's
crazy.
a
So many.
lie.
High-profile trial on Monday involving three Chinese nationals accused of engaging in illegal mineral exploitation in Walungu, South Kivu, India, Congo. The defendants face 7 serious charges, including illicit mineral extraction, money laundering, illegal residency in DRC, fraud, pillaging of natural resources, and unlawful possession of mineral substances. This case has drawn significant attention due to its implications for South Kivu's ongoing battle against the illegal exploitation of resources. The arrested Chinese citizens were apprehended for violating the rights of the Democratic Republic of Congo. They must be tried according to the law, and their defense rights will be guaranteed,
They're supposed
as
to be
you can
locked the
already
fuck
see
up.
from how the proceedings are being
They're
conducted.
guilty.
These alarming accusations of clandestine exploitation linked to these Chinese nationals in the South Kivu region highlights environmental destruction and river
Of course.
pollution caused by the gold mining via dredging. The civil party's lawyer believes that the population will regain their right and is demanding compensation for the damages caused by the Chinese companies.
Exactly. So that's yeah. So of course they were not even. I believe
At
right
least they
now
ain't
they
got
are.
the at least they ain't got the wigs on their head. Shout out to them.
Mhm. I
But
believe, of course.
but Congo's probably too broke. You know, the richest country, they too broke to buy them wigs. We ain't got money for that shit.
Mhm. Yeah, so of course this has been happening. I'm trying to see that video, but it's not on YouTube because I'd shared it on my private chat, but I don't want to go back all the way. So I'm just gonna share a very random one we've shared before of how they behave, of course, when it comes to our African people and Africans again. Because there's a video we were sharing yesterday where we saw this lady complaining of our African men are masculine and all that. It's there but it's not there, it's there but it's not there. It has to be one more. You can't be allowing weak people who eat noodles every single day. You eating ugali beating you down, I'm not gonna allow that. That's why I'm gonna feed ugali every day. You're not gonna play with me. You're not gonna play with me. I don't eat noodles, I don't eat fish. I eat ugali, I eat the real shit.
Asking you, are telling you what we are going to do. We are telling you what we are going to do. You don't abuse our
This is of course one of the amongst the viral videos we've seen.
for free. It's not China here. Even in China, we behave
because
there. So
because
you must behave
because imagine someone comes in your continent, they don't respect you. Because I told you treat people how to treat you. You
Mm-hmm.
teach people. You've allowed people to treat you with disrespect. They see your women getting beat in fucking Saudi Arabia and Dubai and Abu Dhabi. This breeds disrespect, guys. So you haven't taught them how to treat you. You better knock somebody in the mouth.
Period.
What the fuck are you doing? This is Africa. I'm
Yeah.
king here, not you. This is not China.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to act accordingly when you're in my house. This is called house rules, guys. No one comes to your house and destroys your house and talk to you crazy in your house. But you've allowed this, African men. You've allowed this shit all throughout the. That's how you say you're not the same people in your tribe. You're the same people, dummy. You act the same in Ghana, Kenya, Nigeria, Namibia, wherever you find you African men. It's the same mindset. So you're the same people. Sorry. Now, how much you want to put your goopy tribalism? You act the same way. And you must take back control of Africa. Because Africa's wealthy. You may be poor, but Africa sure ain't no fucking poor place. That's why everybody's there trying to rob and steal from it, from her. So you better put your goddamn fighting boots on, like Natalie Yam told you. We are at war. People are at war to keep us impoverished. Because you sit on the wealthiest continent on the planet. Should nobody be poor in no fucking Africa? That's just a fact. And nobody was ever poor until you got colonized. There's no history of poverty in Africa.
And that's
None.
why I was kind of getting mad that day when people were asking. Really, for me it was okay. It's okay to seek knowledge, but it's crazy when you hear speakers talk about something, then you go ask the same damn questions. I was really kind of pissed off with the question people are asking there. Oh, so there was this you've been a lecturer for goddamn 10 years. You're in a Pan-Africanist awards listening to speakers talk about Africa and the effects, and then you're like, so when we keep on blaming white people, so should we keep on, when are we gonna stop blaming white people?
That's
Bro,
stupid because they wasn't doing exactly. That's what that's easy because they're scared of white people, Joe. They want to say you're going to have to fight this white person. They don't want to hear that. They keep saying, well, we blame them because they're the ones that's doing the shit. What the fuck are you talking about? That's why I'm going to play the video today of that guy, or that white guy that knew telling the truth. All the wealth of Europe, he said he said you see the big buildings in Europe and Belgium and England and France. All that shit comes out of Africa. Yes, it does. That's why you gotta keep blaming white people. You scared to blame your master. Yes, you gotta, but they're the ones doing it. We gotta keep blaming them. They're the ones causing coups. They're the ones putting terrorism in Africa. The hell you talking about? You sound exactly what Joby said. That makes he tell you talking. Who you think all the terrorist groups, the Boko Harams, the Al Shabaabs? Who's paying for that? The white people are. We talking about, do we gotta keep blaming white people? Sit down and shut the fuck up. Sound crazy as cat shit.
Yeah, it's been nice for me. If you guys go back to that video, which was live from our broadcast, some people really were asking that. I was even telling Shmani, man, these people gotta finish up. We go because these questions are dumb. This makes sense why Lumumba was getting mad because it's rhetorical questions. It's just critical thinking. Like they've already broken down everything. Especially, I love that the was explaining the 7 pillars of colonization. What don't you get from that? You know, starting from education to politics to agriculture.
A lot of people not brought up to critically think. They don't know how to do it. So that's also to the African was given critical thinking. So
I don't understand. It's common sense.
Okay.
Common sense. People just gotta think, man. But this is basically, of course, what is happening all across the African globe. You know, this is what Africans are facing. Low wages, low payment. You are a slave in your own country. Of course, whatever you are digging, mining doesn't even benefit you because you don't even know the value. And you only feel bad or you're gonna react if you don't get your $2 to go get your moonshine. That's when you react, oh, I'm supposed to be African at this point because I'm not getting paid my moonshine. Huh? But when it comes to you understanding the reality, oh, I'm supposed to get actually $10 or 10,000 out of this shit, that information is not there. And again, it goes back to a system of schools.
You're not supposed to be getting no 10,000. Yo, but do me a favor. Let's say, let's Google say how much is an ounce of gold trading for now? Damn sure ain't no $2. I'll tell you that. That means that's a little bitty small rock that you was getting in your mama's hometown. How much an ounce of gold traded for? $1,000, $2,000 right now? That's what you're supposed to get.
In Kenya, to be specific. So they're saying an ounce of gold it costs $2,914.
There you go. An ounce of gold is no bigger than your nail, Joby. That's smaller than that.
Almost $3,000.
Yes, Joby.
You are rich. Oh my God.
$3,000. $3,000, and I'm giving you $2.
If I get hold, if I happen to go to my grandma's home, trust you me, you guys, I'm gonna go live and I'm gonna try to convince people of that area to make me the cartel of that place. I know better. Like, yo, you guys, I understand you guys are getting paid really, really small amount of money. Can you help me? Can you help you guys know the market? Like, you know, just show me your boss. Let me be your boss. Okay, show me your boss. Let me be your boss. Come on, because those people, I told you, like me, I was seeing everything. They come make a little bit. This guy comes back drunk. Tomorrow in the morning, he's walking up the same spot. You're like, but you made some food. I thought you made some money. Nah, you know, I didn't. I went. I did. Oh, because you don't know the value of your own goddamn resources, and that goes back even to.
Of course you don't, right there, $3,000. You know, that's why. So why do you think the Chinese all over Africa doing illegal mining when gold an ounce, 1 ounce? You know how big an ounce is? An ounce is not even bigger than smaller than your damn thumbprint. That's an ounce. Ounce is tiny. An ounce is small, tiny. That's just 1 ounce of gold is worth $3,000. 1 ounce. That shit. An ounce is like a flake. It's like a little marble or some. I'm giving your goopy ass $2 here. Take this. They go get drunk. Come back tomorrow. $2.
It's crazy. It is so insane, man. Africans, we gotta know and understand better. But as we move on to the next conversation, apart from illegal mining, of course, this is up to us as Africans to understand again. You are a slave in your own country. You're working for people who understand the value of what you're doing, but you don't.
Exactly. Why
only
they got
talks.
why they got the mining companies all throughout Africa? They got the legal, not just the legal ones, but the legal ones by the all the like the latest serial, all our mining things are white people. Yes, they won't let us. Yes, because Africa's being robbed by non-African people. That's why
Mhm.
Africa was never poor
Uh-huh.
ever.
That's
Africa
why
don't have any history of poverty. Go ahead, Joe.
I'm so happy to see what Mali is doing because we've seen, of course, Mali, Burkina Faso,
Yeah,
they are
they're taking everything back.
yeah, and
Yeah,
taking control and even demanding the taxes to be paid of what has been
yeah.
stolen. Yeah,
Or get the fuck out. That's right.
exactly.
Because
So,
as you're taking back your African wealth because you're not Africans are not supposed to be poor, Joe.
true.
The real creator, not your fake Jesus, your fake Allah, all that fake ass shit. The real creator didn't never expect for Africans to ever be poor. That's why they put you on the richest land in the world. So, you know, that's why you got, so I don't even, that's why you got the Catholic Church. Now, why is the Catholic Church now coming to Ibrahim, coming down to Bikini Faso? I told you, those are agents of evil. They never gave a fuck about Bikini Faso when they was goddamn fighting terrorism was all fucked up. Now you got the Catholic Church showing up. And so I told you that's what I'm pretty sure it was the Catholic Church that killed a Magafuli dumbass. Don't fuck with these churches. Everybody said he's smart. That's why he didn't shake nobody. Everybody, he didn't shake the bishop's hand. Motherfucker be poison on their hands. I fist bumped their ass. I'm not touching none of these wicked bastards. Why is the Catholic Church all of a sudden in Bikini Faso all of a sudden? Because they're part of the wicked ass power scheme. They're the ones authorized slavery in Africa. Your fake ass church. Because the church of white people is evil. Go ahead, Joe.
So on the next conversation, as we move away from illegal mining, it's about our health. So we're talking about cancer cure, where we have this lady. I bumped into an article of us, and I did quite some research on her, where she was speaking about where she came up with this method of curing cancer. Her name is Dr. Hadiyah Green, the first doctor. I'm not sure which part of America she comes from. She's gonna break it
She's
down
American. But
interview,
but
but
but, but yeah, I've heard of her, but she's not the only cancer's been cured, guys, over 100 years ago through
mhm.
frequencies, through frequency, through vibration. You match the vibration up with the illness, and you shoot by a frequency into the illness, and it kills it. They don't want you to know none of this stuff because they don't make money. The wicked motherfuckers that run the planet, the Jays, they make money off of cancer. So there's never no cancer's been cured, been, but they won't never allow it to come to people's attention because it'll destroy their $1 billion business.
Yep.
They treat cancer with poison, with radiation, and you can't treat poison with poison. And cancer is not actually bad. That's your body. Cancer is a condition of your body telling you, "Hey, I'm sick." Cancer is not the illness. It's no. That's why they want to teach you real science. We got quack science. We got vaccines for cancer. All this stupid shit. Your body, when your body gets cancer, that's your body sound up an alarm, saying, "Hey, I'm sick." It's not cancer's not the sickness. It's your body sounding the alarm. And see, if we knew ancient African traditions, we could heal all of it. Because when you take their fucking medication, their synthetic drugs, it's garbage. But you've been trained through colonialism. I trust the white man, the white coat, the white man, who ain't never cured a fucking thing. And then you don't know your own history anymore. Africa never had any diseases, guys. I've shown you that before white people showed up. You didn't have any cancers, gonorrhea, syphilis, STDs. You think they wasn't making love in Africa? All these damn whites. There wasn't no STDs in Africa at all. You think they wasn't having sex? It didn't exist. So you didn't have no STDs. You didn't have no diseases in Africa. These are facts. So where did all the diseases come from? Now Africa's supposed to be the place of disease, but you didn't have none. Oh, your European buddies who came and said, "We're gonna love and treat the African." Okay? Love and treat you right into goddamn disease.
Treat us to
Good.
what? Force us to disease. That's what they
Yeah,
did, literally.
exactly.
But I remember me sharing also another video which was talking about radiotherapy. One of the, of course, the
Yeah,
so-called
radiotherapy. Exactly.
cures of cancer, so-called, I quote, cures of cancer, and which explained very well how this is one of the ways they have been killing, of course, most of the patients, and they know. It's not like they don't know. They know. I remember
Yeah,
watching a
they
video
make
about
money off they making money off your death, yo. When they do radiation and chemotherapy and radiation,
yeah.
you can't shoot the body with radiation, Joe. But that's why that's why we ask Google, say what is the success rate the success rate of radiation and chemotherapy is 2%. So 98% of people die. So why you're using it? It's because it's a scam.
Mm-hmm. Chemotherapy. Let's see.
Say, what is the rate of chemotherapy cancer? It's like 2% or some shit.
So it says 90%. The success of the success of chemotherapy varies greatly depending on the type of cancer in its stages and the individual patient's health. But generally, studies shows that chemotherapy can significantly improve survival rates for many cancers, with some patients experiencing high success rate, particularly when combined with other treatments like surgery, radiation therapy, and for example, certain types of
See,
testing.
told you. So chemotherapy with the radiation, it's a lie. Most people
Mm-hmm.
die from it. So now they
Yeah.
change it. Now they we changing the writings because people. No, you don't. You die.
Mm-hmm.
When you start taking that shit, the majority of people die.
That's true. Because I remember there's a cancer patient friend of my mom, who was,
Mm.
of course, encouraging my mom how she's gonna be okay, gonna be a cancer-free patient as well. 2 years later, after my mom passed away, she also passed away, literally.
Of course, because
And allegedly she was a cancer-free patient, healed from
of course,
cancer. Right.
you no radiation doesn't cure cancer because the cancer because the cancer is telling you something wrong with your body. It's usually that what causes cancer today, guys, usually our diet and the environment. So we're eating these bad diets, like we said, like Joby said, you fucking eating pig feet. We would laugh with the guy yesterday in church with him, walk around walking with a pig foot in your mouth. That causes cancer.
I'm not doing none of, I'm not doing no pig, no fake pig, none of that shit. I'm not doing no pussy, I'm not doing no bush meat. God damn it. I'm eating it
Right.
exactly with salt.
So so it's our diet. Even though God the starches, it's our diet and the mucus buildup. We found the mucus buildup. So as African people, our bodies are the most. These are just facts. The African body is the best body on the planet. So you must have the best fuel. You must have mostly vegetables and fruits in your diet. Can't eat a lot of bloody ass meats, all that stuff. That us going against our national, our natural biological makeup. We try to eat like Europeans. We're not Europeans, guys. We can't eat the shit they eat. Our body's got to be mostly directed towards alkalinity, so we don't have mucus buildup. That's where cancer comes from. So if we eat a decent diet, somewhat, just be. We ain't got to go all crazy like Irriton, but we got to get close. Okay, we got to get close. We ain't got to get all crazy like Irriton, but we do got to get close. So so then we won't have cancers because our bodies from eating the natural things that Africans are supposed to eat, it would heal. We're not our creator created our body to heal. That's why you also get out in the sun. The sun, guys, learn this. I know Jim's gonna play learn this. Fasting, guys. If you're able to be disciplined to fast at least once a month, a couple of days, you'll never get cancer in your life. You know why? Because through fasting, every cell in your body is rebuilt. In 2 days of fasting, every cell dies and new cells replace it. So no cancer cells could ever form in your body just by fasting once a month. You can never get, they don't teach you that. You can never, the Africans used to know that, fasting. That's ancient Kemet, fasting. You fast at least once a month, 2 days. 2 days you don't eat, it rebuilds your cells. So all new cells are built. So every month, there's no way you could ever get cancer, ever. Even if you're eating a bad diet. Okay? Let's say you don't want to, let's say you want to eat ugali, you still want to, but you got discipline to every month at least fast 2 days during that month. you'll never get cancer in your life ever. But you're not taught that. See, all Joby mother had to do when she got it was fast. And she would have knew how to fast, don't eat nothing. She would have don't eat nothing for like 3 days. All her cancer cells would have died, all of them. And it would be replaced with new cells. But no one taught that. So let's get chemo. Let's do radiation. Let's let your hair fall out. So you poison your body with poison. No,
'Cause I
start
remember
fasting. Go ahead,
after
Joby.
undergoing the first operation, I don't know who hinted it on me, and then I think it was you or someone else before. No, it was before you. Someone told me the first operation she did was the first mistake she did. Like she was not
Of
supposed
course,
to
they
go
open the
for
body.
procedure.
No,
Yeah, she was not supposed to go all that procedure. She was not supposed to start no
but
chemotherapy.
but she didn't have the information, Joe.
Yeah,
Your mother was young. Your mother was. See, that's what I'm telling you. Your mother was young and didn't even know what you know right now. Your mother was young and didn't know anything. So
yeah,
she only
that's
she only could listen to people she thought knew something.
yeah. But she died at the age of 32, 34 there, if I can remember well. 32, 34. She was really young still. But anyway,
Yeah, very young. So
Oh,
imagine
but
somebody that's been 32. 32, you're young. You're scared. You're still with a baby. You're 32, and you really don't know nothing, Joe. So you're gonna just try. You're scared. You got children trying to stay alive for your children. You don't know, so you're gonna listen to what all white people taught you, and all the you don't know that the doctors that are talking to you don't know what the fuck they're talking about. You don't know that Western science, Western medicine is a lie. You don't know none of that. You raised to love white people, learn what they brought. You don't have no idea that Western science and Western medicine is a lie. So you follow them, and you're gonna die. And you don't know none of that. Go ahead, Joby.
let me share this as we listen to this lady here.
history and medical history. Joining us in the studio, Dr. Hadiyah-Nicole Green.
Oh, she
And
got this
this
moron.
man is one of the
Got
first
this
African
bootleg.
American women
Look at
to
look
earn a
at this.
PhD.
Look at this bootleg right here. This that Wiki Smiley. So I gotta be. Why is this lady on with this bootlicking ass nigga here? He is definitely a person of the system. This bootlicking moron here. But go ahead, Joby.
In physics, even bigger than that, she's the first person to successfully cure cancer in mice using laser
Well,
technology.
there is a bunch of
She's
people.
not.
Like there's a time,
She's
yeah,
not
there's a
the.
time
She's not
I
the
shared a
first person to
video.
cure no cancer.
I shared a video last year of
Mhm.
a guy who also had cancer, and he said for him, he started with the chemotherapy, the radiotherapy, and it was not working for him. He saw how he was
Of course
getting
not. He's gonna
weaker.
die.
Then
Yeah.
his friend introduced him to someone here in our county where we are in this in Rongai, and
Yeah.
this guy literally told him to, not use any synthetic drugs for a year, and he was using
Ever,
literally
ever,
organic,
Joby.
yeah,
Ever. Organic.
for a whole year, and right now he's okay, no
Yes.
cancer. He went
Because
into
their drug.
he
Because
has
their
no.
drugs. Their medical system, Joby, is a lie.
Mhm,
And you
mhm.
got to learn, but you have to learn that it's a lie. The
It's a big,
synthetic drugs are
it's a
terrible.
business. It's a
It's a
business.
business, yes, Joby. It's a business. That's how. Just in the mind of you. That's how wicked they are. It's a business. Not about any health. They get paid off your
How did
illness.
Mhm.
you?
Wow.
Big round of applause, y'all. Come on.
Wow.
How did you? And make sure you get some good shots. How did you do that? How did you pull that off?
Well, first, let me say good morning, Ricky Smiley. It
You
is
see,
such a pleasure to be here. I am
you
so
see,
excited and so
you see how they got these.
honored
See,
to be.
I don't trust her. I don't trust her right now being on Ricky Smiley. See, these are bootlicking morons that the white media paid to put there. So I'm suspect about this broad right now. Anybody knows anything, she wouldn't be on no fucking Ricky Smiley.
Mhm.
And they would already know Ricky
Yeah.
Smiley is a bootlick. They know that. This is known fact that he's a shield for the white people. That's why they're there. All these Negroes on this show, they're all bootlicking coons. They're anti-black, work against black people. Everybody on this show here, it's a bootlicking Negro show, like a Steve Harvey Morton show. These are bootlicks. So I'm so happy to be there now. That means she's already controlled. I checked out, she's controlled. This shit is controlled. Because the powers that be own this thing, and that's why they bring it up. She's controlled. But go ahead, Joe. Because they know a lot of people starting to know about cancer. So she's going to be a distraction, I'm sure. Go ahead, Joby.
here. And I
We're
want
happy to have you.
yes, and I want to give a shout out to Pastor Freddie Haynes and all my sorors who made this happen this
Yeah.
morning.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, she didn't pause that. Pause that, Joby. If you guys know she names any Greek. She just named Greek organizations. Illuminati, J's, the big J, the cats with the hats. She just named them. She just named them. So no, lady, I'm looking at you with the side eye. I got your number. She just named the J's. Just named them. Just did it. We got you, broad. Go ahead, Joby.
Yes, I'm not gonna share all of it, of course. Just bits of what she's gonna say. Personally, I was just interested on the article, but I found a video of it.
Yeah, nothing wrong with interest, but always look deep. Yeah, don't ever. If they put it to the forefront, remember the real cures. They never want to promote, Joby. They never want to promote the real shit. They keep that. They ghost that. They're only bigging up her because there's something behind this shit. So they only big up what they remember. They own all the news, Joe. I mean, all the entertainment. They own all of it.
Yep.
So they're not gonna allow the real shit to actually come up and be blasted around the world. And she named it right there. Shout out to all my blah blahs. Oh, okay, bitch. I see you. Okay, I'm good.
So
I'm
my
good.
journey is an interesting one, and I'll share it with you really quickly. My aunt and uncle were the only parents I knew. My mom passed when I was 18 months. I didn't know my father. My grandparents both passed in the same year when I was 4. So my aunt and uncle took my brothers and I in, and they were my parents.
That's
I
what
was
they
the first
supposed
in my
to do.
family
That's what
to
they
go to
supposed to
college.
do.
I went to Alabama A&M University.
Alabama A&M.
That's Huntsville.
A&M.
That's Huntsville. That's Huntsville. Okay, he went to Huntsville,
Shout out
Alabama.
to
Okay.
A&M. My first gig was in Bill Gray's Hall. Trust me, I did Delta Week. So shout out to Tawanda, Washington, and D.C., Alabama A&M Delta.
See him naming all the Delta, all the Greek shit. That's all the J's run all that shit. That's why you know he's a bootleg. He's naming all that. He's naming all that small hat shit. That's why you gotta catch it. Well, you gotta really know shit. He's naming all that small hat shit. That was my first time with the Delta. And I had Joby look up all the fraternities. About a couple of months ago, I had Joby look up all the boule. This is called the boule, controlled by the J's. They're both naming all this boule shit. Where Joby look up Alpha Sigma this, Theta this, and blah blah. All these boule niggas that are put there to make sure they control other black people and to keep shit going back to white people. Go ahead, Joe.
Who had me come up there and do Delta Week. So that was my
See,
first.
come up there and do Delta Week. That's one of the ones you named, Joby, the Deltas.
Yep.
The boule niggas. That's him. Yeah.
I'll never forget it.
So while
Tawanda Amos now. Go ahead.
While I was there, you are a living legend as what can come out of an HBCU, even though you went to Alabama State.
They listening in the gum. They listening.
See, these are the boot. See, these are. I want you to look out there. These are the bootleg. That's why their numbers. These are the bootleg niggas that never talk about anything. These are the handkerchief head boule, and they put them all throughout Africa. Shout out to Dr. Mumby. Realized that the boule also in Kenya. They're all everywhere. These are the boule niggas who work for white people who are what they call controlled opposition to keep black people stupid, to keep you not knowing how the world really works, so they'll get a paycheck. These are bootleg handkerchief head niggas right here, and you need to know that they're actually formed to keep white power insulated. So I don't trust nothing this bitch is saying. Ooh, she naming all that boule shit. Get out of here. She wants so nah.
Yeah, but you see, of course, if we know they're not gonna allow, even if it was something that was supposed to help the majority of her community, because she says our purpose was to help the people who are facing this, who don't want to see anyone go through this. If we had so many, again, not just her, but Africans who can get to tap into this information.
Why didn't they tap in the brother from Rangai who helped the other brother? Why he ain't everywhere?
It was hidden. Actually, they didn't even want to be seen. That's the crazy part. Because I remember me sharing.
Because he didn't want to be seen because he know they'll kill his ass because he's the real deal.
want to be seen because he said that he's been secretly helping people, and
Exactly.
I remember the type of trees he's even. I've never seen. I've seen some. I've not seen some. I remember me sharing that. The things there. Some of the I can't remember the names, but I shared literally on one specific of the show the different type of herbs he was using, and I said some of them have actually come into contact with them, but I didn't know how helpful or they are really helpful.
How they work. Yeah.
Exactly. And he said for him, he prefers being hidden because he's a threat to the system,
Exactly.
The government.
Exactly. He's not going to be on fucking Ricky Smiley. Oh, hi, Ricky, and Delta, Damanu, and all that shit. He's a threat to the system.
Exactly. So it is crazy. But literally, as we come to the end of today's conversation, on the last conversation of the day is about, of course, what is happening in our Kenyan system as we talk about our health. So we've seen, of course, the SHA card, which is the newly introduced healthcare card, has not been helping Kenyans. Last week, I reported where we saw the government saying that there's going to be an immediate effect from this Monday of this week, where the private hospitals are not going to be serving or helping patients who are using the SHA card. Yesterday, we had our president saying he pays 50,000 Kenyan shillings, which should be around $450 monthly, to ensure every Kenyan is, is serviced correctly. And you ask yourself, billions of funds you literally have been taking, or loans you've taken in the name of trying to improve our healthcare systems. So you claiming you pay 50,000 every month. It's not even making sense. 50,000.
They know he's lying. Then okay, if you did all this, then why don't you build good hospitals too? How about you do that too?
That's the same thing we were speaking about on Monday. We spoke about these people are idiots, can't even create a small, good health facility. Instead of you waiting till you get to India where you can down your way on the plane, you should create something here that for emergency to just help you in case of any heart attack, in case of anything, even if it's going to be expensive, but they don't critically think. But this is what we had today in the morning. One of the CEOs of SHA in Kenya who's speaking about if the private hospitals have been closed, people should turn away to the public facilities. Mind you, the public hospitals don't. Even with your funds, you don't get the proper healthcare you need. I've said this a couple of times.
Damn sure don't. Not them hospitals I seen Demore showed me. I can't even call that shit a hospital, like a low budget jail.
Exactly. And that is what I remember Demore telling you that is the biggest hospital we have in East Africa. Remember? In East Africa.
I was like, God damn.
But it's literally not operating. But this is what this idiot had to say. Let me share this very quickly.
Have contracted more than 8,600 facilities. The facilities membership under RUFA is just about 300. So we still have a whole 8,000 facilities out here which are offering services. If there is any member who is being turned away because of one reason or the other, then like I said, we will invoke the whatever clauses that are in our contracts.
Which is a lie, because remember they kidnapped a woman for just telling Ruto, tell Kenyans the truth. And she was sick. And I love the way she came and broke it out. She said she's a nurse, and she said most of the patients have been coming to her, and she can't treat people because the SHA card is not working. Her being a nurse, she's sick and she needed to go for an operation, but also the SHA card is not helping her. She has to go back to her pockets. They kidnapped her when she was actually registering and filling the forms of her surgery.
Is he going to kidnap everybody? Is this moron going to kidnap everybody who says shit's not working? Is he going to kidnap? Is he going to kidnap the kid who said the goddamn grocery store isn't working because they give him his tomatoes? What is it? This shit is becoming ridiculous. That's why he's supposed to be. That's how you know he's a puppet. He's supposed to have been at the Hague a long time. His administration is so criminal that it's like crazy. You kidnapping a nurse who's telling you shit ain't working and she's sick too. You talking about just it's criminal, and he knows he's not gonna be held responsible not by the white people because they won't put him in. The CIA put him in there. I told that. Tell you, Doctor. I've been told you, Dr. Mummy, that the CIA controls Africa. They put his ass in. That's why they didn't prosecute his ass back in 2007. Crimes against humanity killed Kenyans then. Him and Uhuru ass are supposed to be sitting in joint cells. Him and Uhuru ass, both them niggas, are supposed to be sitting in joint cells and have matching prison outfits at the Hague. So, 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 that's why he's there. He's gonna have to be cooled, okay? Because they're gonna try to steal it for his ass. He's been a good puppet.
Yeah, that's why you saw the IBC chairperson yesterday. Confirmed dead. Dead. The IBC chairperson, the electoral conductor of our
That's what he said? That's what he said?
No, yesterday the IBC chairperson was confirmed dead. This after him resigning, and is the same
shit.
IBC chairperson who was replaced after the other guy was killed and is
killed. That was the other one who found the other one's found body was like dumped in the woods or some crazy shit.
And his thumb was missing. His thumb was the one who was supposed to unlock the electoral.
Unlock the electoral thing. Exactly. You say Kenya's a democracy. No, it's not. It's ran by the CIA. Thumb is missing. No one's ever fucking charged. Man's thumb is missing. That unlocks the voting shit. Yeah, it's criminality. See, Ruto is so brash with criminality. He said, "You're not gonna stay. I'm backed by the CIA. You niggas can't do nothing to me." They're gonna get you, dude. Your country, your African country, Ruto, is one of the first ones that's waking up. You think it's gonna be business as usual? It's not. It's not gonna end well for you, Ruto. And then you, Ruto, they're gonna come for you. Once they start finding out everything, your whole family. Kenyans know too much. They're gonna come for you and your family. You niggas gonna have to leave Kenya. You're gonna have to flee to the islands where all your money's at. You're gonna be on the Cayman Islands over there with Samuel. You're gonna find Samuel. Hey Samuel, niggas, is my money still okay over here? Yeah, yes, boss. We still got your money in the bank in the Caymans. You're gonna have to go move over there with Samuel on the Cayman Islands.
It's crazy. It's crazy, but we're coming to the end of today's show, family. That has been it.
Much love.
Today on Pan African Bliss Show, we've discussed about the illegal mining. We discussed, of course, about our beautiful doctor over there. We can see she's already bought out, and our healthcare system. Literally, our health is just in our hands. It's up to us to go back to the of
guys. I'm gonna share. So, guys, I'm gonna share the videos in the WhatsApp chat. You see how young Joby was. Joby just turned 23. I'm gonna show a few of them videos of them in Tanzania. They were just babies and stuff. Let me show you the place we're staying at. I was laughing my ass off yesterday looking at that shit.
Yeah, it's been a journey, man. We appreciate the growth, man. We really appreciate. I don't know. I'm waiting to see. I can't wait to see Nisha and the reaction she's gonna have, because I don't believe I'm also the same. Like, I don't know.
Nah, this is probably as skinny as you. They said this lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, as skinny as me.
Almost. Yeah, she said that. Everybody said she lost a lot of weight.
I showed you my picture. So I showed you a picture yesterday.
Yeah. You was a little chubby. You wasn't fat, but you was chubby. You a little chubby.
Chubby. I'm not fat. Chubby.
Yeah. You're a little chubby around the face. Eating all kind. I guess that was you eating your melons back then or something.
No, not at all.
I know. Melons don't make you fat. I was joking.
That is in 2020, not even long ago. That was just in 2020. But
it's not long ago.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, family, have yourselves a beautiful day. See you guys, of course, later on the Tubonge show. Myself, Iwaton and Shumani, but come back, see what Iwaton is popping today on the show. So catch up with her. But much love. Thank you so much, John Mosquito.
Hey, you ever try to go to the museum yesterday?
You gonna ask her? Yeah, she did.
Ain't she right there?
Much love, family. See you guys later. Don't eat no pig nose. Don't eat no.
That's right, Bigfoot.
Don't eat no possum. Don't eat no.
And don't eat. And also, Joe will tell you, don't eat no fucking intestines either. Don't eat no doodle tracks. Don't eat no intestines.
I've not eaten intestines in a while, so yeah, I'm trying.
So don't eat no intestines, guys. You don't eat shit you don't eat stuff that has doo-doo in it, no matter what, those intestines. You don't eat that.
I'm not letting my chicken go. I'm sorry. I'm
Oh,
coming back.
chicken's okay. Chicken's not bad.
I'm not.
I'm not gonna ever get rid of no chicken either, damn it. Shit.
We're many then. We're coming back, Kate. Be ready. We're coming
I'm
back.
not coming back, Joby. Fuck that. I know I'm not coming back. I'm gonna get as alkaline, like I'm gonna get as close to irritant as I can. I'm not coming. Joby, I can't be born in no African village with moronic parents. God damn it.
Good luck with that, man.
Exactly. That's my worst fear. Like, oh shit. I wake up as a baby, they snag a baby, I start crying. I look up, oh, I'm fucked up now, nigga. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Sister Michelle, are you a Muslim, Sister Michelle? You're about to start Ramadan. I know it's about Ramadan season, literally, because I got some Muslim friends around. But are you a Muslim?
I think her husband's a Muslim. Are you a Muslim, Sister Michelle? But I know her husband is Sudanese. So I don't know. Are you a Muslim, Sister Michelle? I don't think she never said she was or not. I don't know.
I'm surprised. Let us know, Sister Michelle.
It's Ramadan season, so you're gonna start fast. I know they fast in Ramadan, right? Which they understand they got that from Africa. Yes. Okay, I know you was a Muslim. I didn't know that. Well, all your Muslim traditions come from actually Kemet, because all that stuff comes from Kemet about fasting. All they did was take our stuff and put it and remix it, put in their Christian books and their Islamic texts. All this time, I never knew you was no Muslim. The way I go after Muslims, wow, you know I come after you.
You should call me after Ramadan. The feasting. I like the feasting part personally. I like the feasting part. It's a lot of food. Oh my God, these people always have a lot of food and they share lots of food.
Is that before they fast or after they fast, Joby?
After.
Yeah.
After. And I think also during the fasting, because you break the fast during the evening, Mr. Michelle, right? During the all day, then there's a time you have to break the fast, then you eat, then by 4 in.m. you have to again start fasting, if I'm not wrong, because I've had
it cleanses you. So it cleanses you.
Yeah, it cleanses you. I also know that for a whole month. I know it's really nice. I wish I can try. I'm gonna try.
Do they fast for a whole month? Or do they eat every day? Or do they break the fast for every day though, Joby? Do they break it every day?
Yeah, they break the fast every day, but it's a specific time. Because by 4 in.m,
but that ain't a real fast for the body. For the body to kill itself, you want to fast. You got to break the 24.
Don't tell us about no real fasting if you've not.
I'm talking about for health. I'm talking about for health. I know the health. For health, it takes 48 hours. You want to fast 48 hours straight.
Oh, okay.
For all your cells to die and regenerate your cells. I said them still fasting is still good, but it doesn't generate your cells if you're breaking the fast every day. You want to rebuild your cells. It's got to be 48 hours, and then 72 hours even better. But 48 hours, the old cells die and the new cells are born. So but ever cancer cells that were coming died. They're gone because your body re-replicates itself in that 48-hour period. So if I got anything, I'll fast immediately. I'm fasting now, goddammit.
Well, much love, family. Have yourselves a beautiful day. Thank you so much for tuning in today's episode. Peace and be safe.
No food, no drink. Yeah, but you guys break the fast every night though, Michelle. Exactly. No food, no drink. And then you guys, when you guys fast and listen to a lot of Lucky Doobie.